Good morning, everyone. And this is my action research project poster presentation. The title was Story Map Graphic Organizers Improve Reading Comprehension in Students with Autism by Elizabeth White Cuesta from Florida International University. Researchers have proved that students with autism spectrum disorder have a challenging time with reading comprehension because they do not understand figurative language or how to decode information. During the past decade, autism is becoming more prevalent, according to the Autism with Disability of Education Act of 2004. The purpose of the study was to determine if the story map graphic organizers aid in the development of reading comprehension in students with autism. This research was conducted in a public middle school located in Miami-Dade County, Florida, in a self-contained special education classroom with 5 7th grade students with autism. The literature review proved that there was very little research was found on graphic organizers and students with autism. However, I was able to find two important research conducted by Grunk, Wilbur, and Calder, in addition to Browder, Root, and Wood, and Allison. Grunk, Wilbur, and Calder conducted a single case study where they used a graphic organizer on 6 students between 10 and 14 years old. They discovered that the story map techniques was very valuable in improving reading comprehension skills for struggling learners. Browder, Root, Wood, and Allison also conducted a study where they investigated the effects of a reformed system of minimal prompts in an electronic story map graphic organizer. They discovered that they were unable to determine whether it helped the students because there weren't that many participants. The research methodology: the teacher provided intervention by using a story map graphic organizer for 6 weeks. They were administered the Flint-Cooter Reading Comprehensive Assessment pre- and post-intervention. Then the teacher used information from iReady, where they would they would read passages, and then they would answer comprehension questions. That data was recorded weekly. The students completed the story map graphic organizer when they read the first section of the Scholastic Level Reader books, and then the story map graphic organizer had details from the text such as the setting, the plot, the characters, etc. When they finished completing the graphic organizers, the researcher graded them according to the accuracy of the details that the students provided. They completed 1 graphic organizer per intervention. The researcher collected a minimum of 4 student work samples of completed story map graphic organizers a week. This is the pre-intervention data. The dark green shows the assessment results for the Flint-Cooter Comprehensive Reading Assessment results, and the lighter green, the mid green, was iReady assessment results, and the lighter green was the Scholastic Level Reader quiz results. This is the post-intervention data. This is the Scholastic Level Reader passage results from week 1 to week 6. The student A scored a 69 on week 1. By week 6, he was scoring 79. Student B scored a 55 on week 1. By week 6, he was scoring 70. Student C scored a 48 week 1, and by week 6, he was scoring an 80. Student D scored a 49 week 1, and by week 6, he scored a 77. Student E scored a 67 week 1, and by week 6, he scored a 79. According to the data, student C made the most progress. The data collected revealed that all 5 students made significant gains with the story map graphic organizer than without it. During the intervention, the students were to read the Scholastic Level Readers mini passages and complete the graphic organizer. After the students would complete and discuss the organizer's information with the class, they were to take the quiz at the end of the story. The quiz consisted of 15 comprehension questions that included information about the characters, the plot, and the theme of the story, and higher order questions where the students were to respond to the author. Student C made the most gains as stated in the data. Limitations. The limitations to this research was that some of the participants would be absent the day of the interventions. The interventions would have to be rescheduled at times. The graphic organizer does not provide room for vocabulary instruction. There are times where the students needed to make inferences but were not able to since the organizer did not discuss any vocabulary in the choices. So I also believe that the intervention did not have the decent amount of participants since only 5 of the 7 students completed the requirements to participate in the research. I had 7 students initially, but unfortunately not all 7 participated. The story map graphic organizer provided students with an ability to dissect the information that they read and paint a mental picture. This made reading a fun experience for them rather than another academic activity. They were engaged with the framework for identifying the key elements of a story. The graphic organizer also assisted students in organizing the information that they read. These were the references. And I would also like to give a special thanks to Dr. Kramer, Holly, and the students and parents who participated in this research, also to my family for the inspiration and assistance in completing this action research project. I like to say that I really had a lot of fun doing this research. My students were actually extremely excited about it as well because we were not just reading a text just to read, we had a purpose. In addition to that, they were actually liking the fact that they were completing a graphic organizer, not just reading a passage and answering comprehension questions at the end, which made the discussions made the discussions much better with the students. They felt more confident, more comfortable sharing with their classmates. In addition to that, not only did that build reading comprehension skills, I feel like it also built their social skills.